Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Natalie Guess, and I'm the Director of eMERGE Experience here at eMERGE. Let's start by talking about some of our goals for today. So today, we're going to be focusing on why is it so important to collect data, how you're going to go about collecting some of that data, what to really look for in the data that you're looking at, and then really how to utilize that data to build your marketing and your business plan for this new year. So first I want to talk about some quick quips. So 73% of small businesses say that their collection of data has increased somewhat or significantly. And what that means to me in looking at that stat is that businesses are seeing more and more why is it so important to look at the data that they're receiving and really molding that information and molding it for their business plan and their marketing plan for the upcoming year. On the other hand, 32% of self-identified data wasters say that they lag behind their peers on financial performance. And what that is really telling me is that many people, well, 32% of people, are wasting the data that's right there at their fingertips. And what that is that's lost money. So again, they're lagging behind their peers on financial performance directly related to the data that's at their fingertips. So let's see how we can not be part of that 32%. So what's important? So when you're planning your strategies for 2013, let's say that, it's the start of a new year, and with that new year comes new resolutions and new plans to make this year better than your last. But as you're ready to charge into that new year with your benchmarks and your bottom lines, pause for a moment and look back at what got you to this point. It's last year's data. And in marketing, a business must really pay attention to what works and what doesn't work in order to carry out a successful strategy. And doing that through your business data and your analytics and your insights, it's very important, and as important as it is to track all of your data, a bunch of numbers are useless if you don't understand what they mean and how they can grow your business. So the next step is to really understand how your data is related to your results, and that's what we're going to be showing you today. So collecting data. So how are you collecting your data currently? There are various tools that are built into some of the social platforms that we're going to look at already. And then there's Google Analytics that is great for tracking activity on your website or your blog. But what about tracking your email messaging and your mobile messaging or any kind of promotional apps that you're currently utilizing? Hopefully you have some things in place to track and collect and measure as much of your audience engagement as possible. This can be as simple as keeping an in-store count of who redeemed email coupons or collecting data at the registration or the point of the POS system in your store. You could have a comprehensive program such as eMERGE that consolidates and collects from all of your channels. Just remember that the more that you know about your clients, the more that you know about what their engagement behavior is, the better that you can grow your business. So first, where can you collect data on your clients and prospects? We're going to take a look at a few different places. And then really think about what do you want to know about your clients and prospects that will really help you communicate with them more effectively and will help you target messaging to talk to them at a more personal level. So for example, when you talk about forms, so when you're collecting data on your clients and you want to know more information about them, think about what's going to be more effective for your business. So I've put some examples here. We have birthdays. Would it make sense for your business to send a birthday reminder or a happy birthday wish or maybe even a little incentive or a little happy for a birthday? Anniversaries. So it's not just wedding anniversaries, but think about some really important dates in history or milestones for people that you would want to send some type of communication to be more personalized and engaging with them. Zip code or city. So knowing where someone lives or maybe where they work might be able to help you more effectively communicate. So collecting that type of data. Do people have children? Do any of your clients have children or your prospects have children? And then in real estate specific, I wanted to talk about, what could help you more effectively communicate with your clients. So interested in buying. Is someone looking to buy property or buy a home? Are they looking to sell some property or a home? Are they looking to move somewhere? And in that case, where are they looking to move to? And then in what timeline are they looking to make a change? And that can really help you to communicate more effectively with your audience. So some different areas that you can actually collect data, or in some cases, in this case, where would you want to go to where you're collecting this data? The most common place that people are dropping sign-up forms are a website or their website. So an example here is a website where someone is collecting, they're just collecting first name, last name, email address, and that's fine. That's the standard. But again, really consider what would help you communicate more effectively. On Facebook, so you can do a custom tab on Facebook where you can collect data through your Facebook page. So also think about, there's different apps, and here at eMERGE we have plenty of different capabilities for you, but we can actually drop in custom applications where people can automatically authorize certain information based on criteria, and you can learn all sorts of different data about a specific client. A blog. So I want to encourage everyone that's on this call, if you do not have a blog for your business, please, please, please consider starting one. It's a great way to drive traffic to your website. It's a great way to appear as that educational resource and that expert in your industry. So this is another great place that you can actually drop a form or a survey or some type of communication data collection on, so that way you can more effectively communicate with your audience. Surveys. So surveying clients, this is an example of a client, Take 5, and they are surveying clients after they've had a service. And what's nice about this is they're learning more information not only about the client but how their experience was. And if you see that little stat at the bottom, it says each day tens of thousands of consumers fill out online forms, surveys, and polls. So think about for your business or industry how you could utilize surveys to really have a better understanding about your clients and what their needs are or what they're looking for and how you can better engage with them. Take 5 is a great example. For them, we've actually increased their consumer engagement by 500%, which is pretty incredible. So think about how that could affect your business if you were able to increase your consumer engagement even by 100%. So think about some different things that you would want to collect via survey to help build communication. And the last thing that I would like to discuss is mobile marketing. So collecting mobile text message. And it's not just about a business that has, you see here it's a text club member, so being able to send out quick little text specials. If you're a restaurant, if the business is slow or you're trying to get more people into maybe your bar area, being able to send out a 2-for-1 special. If you are in real estate, think about the capabilities of, maybe someone's driving by and it's raining outside and they see a listing they're interested in. They don't want to have to get out to grab a sheet of paper that has some information on there. Or maybe they don't feel that they want to call and be stuck on the phone with someone. Being able to text a number to get a quick, short text message back that has some information about a specific listing. Or maybe a text back that has a video to a virtual tour. So there's many different things and capabilities with text versus just having a plain text that comes back. You can text a link, you can text a video link, so there's many different capabilities. And with the stat that you see below, it says 4.8 billion people own a mobile phone, yet only 4.2 billion people own a toothbrush. Now I know that sounds kind of gross, but think about it like this. It's only going to become more and more, it's more and more that people are utilizing their phone. So it's not just checking email or checking the social channels, but really being able to engage with the end user in the way that they see fit and the way that they choose and what's more important to them. So having the capability to text is really important. Establish your metrics. So all the different places that you're collecting data now and all the different places that you're actually using your marketing communication, so your social channels, looking at your website analytics, looking at your email reports, you want to make sure that you have all of that information in front of you when it comes time to evaluate how effective your past year has been and really help you decide how you're going to move forward in this new year. And look for what worked. So far too often, marketers or businesses tend to fall back on what was easiest, the easier path, versus a successful path. And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to really dig through the data, but what you'll find is absolutely going to help you in the future. So when your Facebook Insights show a big spike on a post with images, you want to make sure that you keep that up. So the report we're looking at right now, and a little bit later, we're going to actually log into Facebook and look at some different reports and log into eMERGE. I know we have some eMERGE clients on here and show you how you can utilize all the reporting inside of your eMERGE account. But this screenshot is actually from Facebook. And what it is showing us is it's showing us the post that was made. If there was an image associated, you'll see a little icon here. You'll see the little icon for a video. what my reach was, so how many people actually saw this post, how many people engaged with this post, how many people were talking about this post, and how the virality of the post. So in looking at this, you see that the posts that have images associated with them are always going to be get higher engagement. And again, we're going to dive into that a little bit more, but you want to make sure that you're looking at these things and seeing how effective they are to help you build your marketing for the new year. Pulling your website analytics. So this is a screenshot of Google Analytics and really taking a look at, did you send something out? So did you send an email out with a promotion on it which drove people to your website, and really looking at, did you get a high spike in visits? You'll see here at the bottom it has direct visits versus organic versus referral. Direct is going to be that they actually typed in the URL, so they put in easyemerge.com. Organic is going to be by organic search, so they went to maybe Google or Bing and typed in either your name or some kind of keyword that brought up your business name. And then referral is going to be a referral link. So in other words, if your website link is sitting somewhere else, so if you have a blog with your website on that, and then someone clicks from the blog to your website, that would be a referral, an example of a referral link. So you want to make sure that you're really paying attention to these things and looking to see when you had spikes going to your site, and looking back at what did you do differently. Did you send an email out? Did you post something on your social channels? What was it that drove them to your website, and why do you have a higher peak? On those higher peak days, look at what it was that you sent and make sure that you're building campaigns around that. You want to make sure that you're doing more of those types of actions to drive more traffic to your site. Also, mobile promotion. So, did you send out a mobile coupon, and now looking back at your numbers, you see that you had a higher increase in sales on this specific day. And just so happens that you sent out a mass text message with a coupon. So really, again, it's really not hard to see what worked. It's just keeping an open mind and following the numbers and really looking at the reports. Know what the numbers mean. So unfortunately, seeing the numbers and understanding the numbers, we understand can be worlds apart for some, especially if you don't have the reporting platforms in place that can tell you specifically what's driving that engagement. So again, let's say that you sent a New Year's greeting and it had a promotion in it, and you sent it across all your social channels, you posted it on your blog, and you sent it out in an email. Now, let's say within the next week you had some increase in your sales, but you weren't really sure which channel was the main cause. Your basic email report showed a good open rate, and your Facebook Insights showed some likes and some shares, and maybe it was even retweeted a few times. But which channel had the highest impact? It would be really nice if you had one place to go to really see how that type of communication, how that increase in sales happened. And you know what? That's exactly what your eMerge platform is for. So again, if you have eMerge, you need to log into the eMerge account and really take a look at and take advantage of the reporting that's available to you. So using your email and your social data. So have some measure in place to look at who interacted with your email and how is so crucial for continuing success in a campaign. And email is still king. You see the stat here. So 77% of consumers still prefer to receive email as their top level of communication. And content can be powerful, but in order to grow, you have to know what content is working for you and what isn't. So knowing what your readers clicked on in your email will really tell you what they're interested in and when they're receiving your email. So let's see, right now we're looking at an email report, and this is actually from one of our clients' accounts, and you'll see here the date sent, the total of number of emails it was sent to. You'll see the total number of opens. I want to notate here, you're going to see a total open of 63 out of 116. That's a 54.78% open rate. Just to be clear, 16 to 18% is considered an industry average. That's a good open rate. Anything higher than 16 to 18% is really, truly phenomenal. Keep in mind that, even though your rates may be in that range, maybe 16 to 18%, and you're thinking that's not a good open rate, consider the fact that if I open my email on my phone, on my mobile phone, and I don't engage with that email at all, but I read it and then deleted it in my inbox, that doesn't necessarily count as an open. You also have to consider if they don't take any action, they didn't load the images in their inbox, that doesn't count as an open either. So don't get discouraged when you see that your open rates are low. That does not necessarily mean that people aren't reading and reading your content. They're just not engaging with it. So that might be a cue to you to maybe somehow put some more engaging factors inside of your email, some call to action buttons, or drive them to certain links. So keep that in mind when you're moving forward with your marketing and your email marketing. Click-throughs. Again, so here are some call to action links that I was just talking about. So seeing that there's different click-throughs, we see the clicks, we see what they clicked on. When you click on the view list, we actually show you who specifically opened, the date and time they opened, and the number of times that they opened an email. Why is that important? That is so important, and that is crucial data for you because you know that they have a higher level of interest. So by knowing who clicked on, went and searched your listings, or who went and clicked and visited your website, or who went to your Facebook page is really going to help you target and communicate more effectively with that consumer because you know what interests them most. Looking at your social data. So as a social channel, Facebook has the easiest platform insights. So what we're looking at here are some screenshots from Facebook. And again, like I said, we're going to log in and look at some more information. But take a look at your posts. Which ones did a better job of getting your fans engaged? A safe bet would be that there are images or questions or promotions. So anytime that you can do an engaging push. So you don't just want to post, just randomly post stuff out there that doesn't require some kind of answer or some kind of engagement. So try and think of questions that you can ask around your business that A, is going to get users engaged, and B, give you a better idea of how to communicate with them in the future. So continue putting out information and posts that drive engagement and add value to that page. And remember that the social media channels are free. So fans have just as much ease sharing you as leaving you. So really pay attention to what engages them so that way that they can understand the value of your page and what it has to provide. So let's see, I would like to jump right out of here and we're going to log in. We're going to log in here. So I'm actually logged into my Facebook page and or my profile. Any page that I manage are actually going to be here on the left-hand side, okay? So this is where you're going to be able to find and utilize your Facebook insights. So you're going to log into your profile. You are going to click on the page. If you do not see this information in the top, it's most likely because it's hidden. Not a problem. You're just going to hit the show. And again, it's going to bring all this down. Here are the insights here in the very center. What you're going to do is you're going to click on See All. By looking at the See All, you see that it shows you your overview for the past week. So your total likes, if you're up or down, the friends of fans, up or down, people talking about this, and then your weekly total reach. What's going to happen here at the bottom is that screenshot that I showed you before where it's showing you all your posts, the reach, the number of engaged users, people talking about this, and the virality. Virality is really important. The higher the virality, the better that the post is. So what you can do is you can actually click on virality. And what's going to happen is that Facebook is going to reorder these for me to show me from the highest to the least. Maybe. There we go. So I can actually go back and I can click on the post and I can see what exactly was posted. And that's going to show me what my users are engaging with more. And I see that these are all images, right? So what I can do is I can make sure in the future that I'm asking these engaging questions, that I'm posting images with all my posts, and it's going to help boost my engagement level. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're looking at these reports. And again, if you have any questions about any of these reports and what they mean, you can always mouse over the little question mark and it will give you in detailed information what each one of those stats mean. So it gives you a little definition and some guidance, okay? By clicking on likes. Now this is really important as well. So when you're considering what you do as a business and what you offer to your clients, consider who is your target audience. Know who your target audience is, and then when you go into Facebook and you're looking at your likes, you can actually measure, okay, this is falling in line of who I'm trying to speak with. Am I trying to speak to more female or males versus females? Okay, obviously this is a salon, so they're targeting males and females, but one would guess that they would have a higher level of interest from female. They even give you a breakdown of age. So the highest number of people that are following her are females between 18 and 54. Now this is great information. It kind of shows to her that everything that she's posting is right, falling in line with that demographic. But let's step back for a second and think about what if this was a business that their target audience was males between 25, and 54. If that's the case, then this business is totally missing the mark, right? By looking at the demographic, they're not hitting their target audience at all. So what they really need to do is they really need to consider what it is that they're posting, and they need to consider how they can change that messaging around to really make it more effective and speak to that demographic. That's why it's so important to log in here and see what your insights are saying and giving you as far as the people that are following and engaging with you. With that being said, I'm going to log into eMERGE for all of our eMERGE users. The same information that you can pull from Facebook, you can directly access right into your eMERGE account. It's phenomenal. So in your case, you're going to go to Reports, and you can go to Social Reports, and it's going to pull all that data and information for you. So again, you have different ways to access the data, but everything is accessed right there in your eMERGE account for you. So again, you would go to Social Reports. You can pick on the channel that you're looking at or what you want to look at, and you'll see all the statistics right here for you. Okay? So let me go back to the PowerPoint. Now considering your options, right? So there's different places that you can pull information, and what I find and what I tend to see is that businesses aren't really going in and grabbing all the information from Facebook, right? Because there's all these different channels that you're having to individually log into to try and manage all this information and data. So logging into Facebook and then logging into your web analytics and trying to pull all that website data. And then you're having to go to your email reports, wherever email provider that you're using, and try and pull that information. So my question to you is, are you effectively looking at that data and collecting all that data, or are you bypassing it because you feel like you don't have the time to go in and track and pull all that data from all the various different channels, that you feel like it's too time consuming and it's too overwhelming? So really think about how you can streamline that process and get it to be much easier for you to analyze all of that data. And please, consider eMERGE. And for all of our eMERGE clients out there that maybe you didn't know that all this is available to you, it is. The eMERGE platform has some of the most comprehensive data collecting features on the market. You're given up-to-date reports on everything from your social channels, your Google Analytics, to who interacted with your emails and exactly what they clicked on. And the best part is you can consolidate all of your channels into a platform and track everything in one easy location. No more having to run around trying to collect all that data. eMERGE does all the collecting for you. So as you look to 2013 and all the opportunities that it holds, don't lose sight of how you got there. Keep track and use the data that you've collected up until this point to really help plan for your upcoming campaigns, to strategize your content, and to really boost your engagement with your audience. The more engagement online can equal more money for your business, so you really need to take advantage of those resources provided to you. Again, many of those social platforms are free, so really being able to utilize and have those presences on there is important. And again, being able to pull everything inside of one place such as eMERGE is going to be, it's pretty powerful for your business, and really being able to see how effective everything is working for you and how you can really cater to your audience based on the messaging and the engagement that you're receiving so far. So do I have any questions? Any questions about anything that we have discussed? I'm going to open it up. So basically, if you could go to the chat and type in any questions at this point, we'll be more than happy to answer those questions here with everyone. I see that some people are typing. All right, so our first question is, does eMERGE track why emails bounce back? Yes, that is a great question. We do. And to give you the short version, there are differences in bounces. We have soft bounce and a hard bounce. A soft bounce is where basically the email address is not necessarily a bad email address. It just means that the number of times we've tried to send an email, it could be that the server was busy, or that the server was down, or that their mailbox was full. So that would be considered a soft bounce. From a soft bounce, we allow soft bounces to bounce 3 times in a row. So what that means is after we've tried to send the email 3 times, we flag them as deleted. They do not receive email anymore. A hard bounce means is that we received a fatal error back from that server telling us that that email address is no good. Okay? So I hope that that answered that question. We do have more. Let me see here. How do likes affect, I'm sorry, I'm trying to, how do likes affect Facebook? I'm not necessarily sure that I understand the question. How do likes affect Facebook? So the more likes that you have means that the more eyes are on the content that you're pushing out. So I'm hoping that that is what you're looking for. The reach means that basically the number of friends that you have, so let's say I have 500 fans on my page, but my reach is 189,000. What that means is that basically all of my friends, everything that they like on me means that everything that all their friends are seeing that. So that's making my reach of 189,000, my potential of reaching 189,000 people by getting that 500 users engaged. Can you track, okay, is there any way? There are more questions. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read them. So it says, we have an email through GoDaddy. Can you track those emails? Unfortunately, no. The only emails that we can track are the ones that are actually sent through our interface. And so what you would do is you would actually export the database from GoDaddy, drop it into eMERGE, and anytime you send out a mass email, you would send it through our interface. It still appears like an email from you. It's just through our server, and then you're able to track all the user interaction. It says, is there a way to see if someone opens it twice? Yes, absolutely. We're able to track every time someone opens an email, the number of times, and even the time stamp. It shows you the last time that they actually opened an email. Okay, how are emails tracked? So what happens is I was kind of explaining that before, and I'll go into a little bit more detail. So when someone receives an email from our interface, for instance, the way it's tracked is if that client has the capability to automatically download the images. If they do not automatically download the images, they have to click Load Images or Show Images in order for us to see those, okay? That's how we track. There has to be some kind of engagement inside the email. So whether they click on a link, they forward the email, they show the images, that's how we're able to see all of that user engagement. That's a great question. Let's see. Yes, so yes, the question was, yes, you have to send the email through eMERGE in order for us to track it. All right, another question is, does our system protect against spam? Absolutely. Our system does protect against spam. Basically what it is we are in full compliance with the CAN spam policy. We watch our servers, and we actually receive audit reports daily. So if someone was abusing the server, which they have to go through kind of a, what's the word I could use? Almost like an interview process. So we know every client that's in our database. We make sure that they are a legit business. We do not allow users to buy email databases or share databases. So that does affect us in making sure that our servers have a high rating and they're not spammy, and we're able to track interactions. So if we had anyone that was abusing the system, we would know about it and we would definitely kick them out of the system. So that's another great question. All right. There are a few more questions, and it's really hard for me to, we upload our 2 email addresses. There are 2 of us using eMERGE. Can we upload our 2 email addresses so that we can track what we send? Absolutely. So what you would do is you would have email lists. So we could have a different email list for each user, and each of those lists would have your own email databases. And every time you send an email, you can actually change the reply to emails. That way you would receive all the responses. But what's great about that is you'll be able to track those reports, and you'll be able to see whose list they were on, and you would be able to see your reports individually. So that's really phenomenal. That's a great question. It says, what is the fastest way to invite all of your friends from your personal Facebook page to like your business page? That's a great question as well. The best way that you can do that is, A, you can post on your personal page an invite. So what you would do is you would actually copy your Facebook page, and you would paste it into your personal page, and you would say, all my friends, please make sure that you go on and like our page, you know, for all the great business information and tips. That's one way you could do it. If you have an email database, Facebook will actually allow you to upload your email database via CSV file, and Facebook will personally send out an invite. And they will, those individuals will actually receive an email from Facebook saying, so-and-so would like you to join their Facebook page for great information. You can even add a personalized message. And I would recommend, if you are trying to do that, I would say maybe once a week, you know, maybe be a little bit more aggressive in the beginning, so once a day or once every 2 or 3 days. And then after that, maybe once a week, you would post on your personal profile and encouraging your friends to go over and like that page. Okay, what if we don't have a large database? Can you help us build one? Absolutely. So that's what I was talking about with those forms. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So through your blog, through your website, through your social channels, when you work with eMerge, what we do is we help establish and build those channels for you. We drop the forms on there, and what we're doing is we're encouraging people to fill out those forms. When they fill out the forms, they're automatically directed back into your eMerge account. You don't have to lift a finger. Our system takes care of that. They're automatically put into your eMerge and added to your email database, and then automatically they start receiving all of your engagement. So it's really phenomenal. And we can even run email campaigns asking users to share the data, Facebook posts that you're asking people to share your page and to join your email list. And there's many different contests that we can do to encourage that people share the information and sign up for your email list for an incentive. Another thing that businesses will do is offer what we do is email autoresponder. And what's great about that is you offer an incentive for them to join your email database. So maybe it's a 10% off or a free large pizza. So, you know, something that drives them to fill out the form. And once they fill out the form, our system, eMerge, will automatically realize that they filled out the form, and within 5 minutes they would receive an email response with that incentive offer. So with the coupon, whatever it is that you chose. Let's see. So tell us what you do next. Okay. All right. So we'll cut off questions for now. What you're going to do next is you are going to, if you are an eMerge client, you have any questions, please go ahead and email us at support@easyemerge.com. If you are looking to get started with eMerge, email getstarted@easyemerge.com. We'll be more than happy to have a sales rep reach out to you. You can even call our 1-800 number below, 888-639-9323. And we look forward to getting you started. And all of our eMerge users, we're looking forward to building your business this year. Thank you so much for coming, and we look forward to talking to you soon.